Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I recently went to Aldi to pick up some items for my working pantry. It was a very small shop because I have an Asda delivery due this week. Aldi is a fantastic supermarket if you are on a budget. I've not seen buy one get one free, but you do get items that are up to 75% off, and they tend to be the items marked with the red label. So let's get started. We love bananas and sometimes put them in smoothies, make ice cream or even banana bread. If grapes and blueberries are not eaten straight away, we tend to wash them and put them in the freezer. The same goes for the raspberries. I didn't need to buy many of those fruits because we already had some. When it comes to strawberries, I always buy the larger pack. It's about £3. Half of them will go in the freezer. Like most stores, Aldi has a good selection of fruit and vegetables. If I cannot get what I need from here, I will shop at another store. Now that it's coming up to the colder months, melons will be harder to find. I always buy a selection for my family, and the watermelons are a must. We normally eat half and then cut the other half into pieces and freeze. Spinach is another must in our house, and we use it a lot in salads. My kids love beetroot, but this time I'm going to be using it in a sushi recipe. We love avocado on toast with a sprinkle of Himalayan salt and cracked black pepper. Broccoli is another must we use a lot. It's gone up in price slightly by a few pence. On this shelf, I tend to buy noodles, coconut milk, and on the odd occasion some rice, but because it's not wholemeal, I tend to buy the wholemeal rice online. Seasonings are another item I buy in bulk, but these little bottles are great to use if you're new to cooking. Sweet potatoes are great to have. We tend to roast them, and the kids love them mashed. Carrots are another vegetable we use a lot, especially because my husband makes carrot cake and a homemade non-alcoholic punch. Butternut squash is great roasted. On this side of the aisle, where the canned goods are, we buy things like passata, tomato puree, vegetable stock cubes, which are great to use in rice, stews and sauces. In the fridge and freezer section, there is not much for me to buy because I am not a fan of processed food, so I tend to skip this section. In the middle aisles, you normally find some great bargains for the home, garden and even the kitchen. Another aisle I do not normally use is where the juices are. We mainly stick with water or make homemade fresh juice. Aldi has a varied selection of nuts and seeds, which are good to have as part of your plant-based diet. I always buy a large tub of peanut butter, it lasts longer. Aldi also sells cashew and almond butter. Aldi has a good selection for baking. We buy our plain and self-raising flour from here, but bread flour we buy from Asda. Now onto the milk and cereal. When it comes to milk, my kids love almond and soy milk, so I buy a mixture and at times make my own, which is a lot healthier. I do not buy cereals like Frosties, Crunchy Nut and Cheerios or anything that has chocolate in, mainly because of the amount of sugar that is in it. Now, I'm not saying Weetabix is any better, but it's probably not as high in sugar as the others. We mainly stick to porridge and then we make our own granola, and at times we buy muesli. As I mentioned earlier, this is a small shop and mainly to top up my working pantry. Out of this, I can make a few simple meals. This Aldi grocery shop cost just under £50. At times, Aldi will have brand products and I will buy those, especially washing up liquid because it lasts so much longer. The shower gel is for my daughter, and this is another product that Aldi sometimes has. The vegan yogurts are another buy that I get from Aldi, and this one is new, the vanilla flavour. I've never seen that in Aldi before. The passata is great to use to make sauces, and for this week I will use it in my veggie balls recipe. I also came across some vegan sweets, which is a rare treat for my kids and not something they would have every day, but rather once in a while. The tomato puree and stock cubes, along with some other seasonings, will be used to make some lentil rice. These noodles are suitable for vegans and are great to have on hand to make a very quick meal. They were only 85p. You can simply add your favourite vegetables, seasonings and fry for a few minutes. With the flour, I'm going to make some veggie patties for the family, and some will be put in the freezer to eat for another time. If you need a simple meal on hand, having baked beans and a baked potato with some salad is very filling. The last time we had teriyaki strips were a few months ago, and they taste great in a stir fry. Another quick and tasty meal to make is a salad with pieces of KFC tofu. Or if you want to be a little adventurous, try seasoned tofu with various vegetables. I will put a few meal ideas in the description below. Join me next time as I prepare to make a special lunch for my guests. Take care, see you soon.